Is Lakshadweep going to be the next Maldives? Well, the Modi government is planning 8 mega projects to enhance Lakshadweep's connectivity and accessibility for tourists. The centre intends to develop port and shipping infrastructures in all inhabited Lakshadweep islands and allow unhindered shipping services and safe passenger and cargo handling all the year round. Nearly a year after Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Lakshadweep and the pictures created a new interest for this part of the country, the centre is now preparing to unveil 8 big projects which will enhance Lakshadweep's connectivity for tourists and give the likes of Maldives virtually a run for their money. We have accessed a union government document that lists out these projects, including the capability for larger vessels to come to the Kavaratti, Agatti and Minicoy Islands, development of landside facilities including passenger facilitation center with modern amenities at Kalpeni, Kadmath and Androth Islands, and the development of open jetty that can handle even cruise vessels at the Kalpeni and the Kadmath Islands. Work will begin soon on the first project, which is worth Rs 303 crore, which is the construction of jetties and landside at the Kadmath Island, for which tenders have been invited by the government on December the 4th. The idea is to develop a multimodal jetty that can handle all the passenger vessels being operated in the Lakshadweep Islands and hence improves the connectivity to the island, ensuring the safety and the comfort of the passengers, improves the connectivity and also the accessibility of tourists. The centre intends to develop port and shipping infrastructures in all inhabited Lakshadweep Islands and allow unhindered shipping services and safe passenger and cargo handling all the year round. This could prove to be a major game changer for Lakshadweep. What is the first project that we are speaking about? This is involving construction of jetties, landside facilities and allied facilities at the eastern and the western sides of the Kadmath Island, which is about 407 kilometers away from Kochi. Kadmath is the longest inhabited island of the Amini group, located in the center of the Lakshadweep Islands. With an area of about 3.34 square kilometer, Kadmath is 9.3 kilometer long and a maximum width of 0.57 kilometers. The proposed open eastern jetty at Kadmath is a multi-purpose jetty that will cater to all the berthing requirements for passenger vehicles as well as cruise vehicles. The length of the jetty is going to be 360 meters so that the cruise vehicles can also be berthed. The project cost, as I said, is at Rs 303 crore. A passenger waiting hall will also be made with all modern facilities complying with world-class standards, separate transit areas demarcated as arrival and departure terminals. The other big projects in the pipeline include the development of landside facilities including passenger facilitation centers with modern amenities on both eastern and western side in Kalpeni, Kadmath as well as Androth Islands. There will be expansion of the existing eastern jetty in Kavaratti, Agatti and Minicoy Islands for handling larger vessels. There will also be development of open eastern jetty that can handle even cruise vessels at Kalpeni and Kadmath. There is also going to be development of the western jetty in the Kalpeni and Kadmath Islands and refurbishment and extension of the Androth breakwater. A development of multimodal jetty and navy jetty at Androth is also in the works, along with development of slipway and associated facilities at the Kalpeni, Kadmath and Androth Islands as well. These developments are mostly funded under the Sagarmala program as grant along with Union Military of Lakshadweep's internal funds. The Cochin port is acting as a project management consultant, while Aston India Limited has prepared the DPRs to study the requirements. We all know that Lakshadweep is an archipelago consisting of coral islands and reefs. It is the smallest union territory of India, and these beautiful and unpolluted islands comprising of total land area of about 32 square kilometers are surrounded by about 4,200 square kilometers of territorial sea area. Lakshadweep Island has 10 inhabited islands, 17 uninhabited islands and a good number of attached islets, 4 newly formed islets and 5 submerged reefs. They are scattered in the Arabian Sea at a distance of 220 to 440 kilometers off the west coast of Kerala. Well, these islands are designated as restricted area and permit from the Union Territory of Lakshadweep administration is required to visit these islands. People here mainly depend on water transport for movement between the islands and the mainland. Apart from passengers, all the cargoes such as essential commodities, medical supplies, food supplies, construction material are brought from the mainland, either Cochin, Baipur or Mangalore. In addition to above, the islanders depend on the mainland for specialist medical needs and higher education. Also, during the non-monsoon season, a huge number of tourists visit the islands, mainly via ships. That is what explains these 8 big mega projects, which are expected to further bring more tourists to these islands, including the cruise ships. Export commodities such as coconut or fish are also transferred to the mainland using water transport. In short, shipping service is the lifeline for the people of Lakshadweep, and now the central government is planning to enhance these shipping services and cruise services so that more tourists come to Lakshadweep.